Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art and welcome back to a different video. Today is a very somber day for me. um, I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of people has been talking about in my neck of the woods in Michigan where I mean, it's funny because what happens is in Oxford High School, I think it's called Oxford High School, Michigan, or something like that. A student went to the school and with a gun and shot a lot of people. Three died. One person died this morning, like earlier today, and I was trying to figure out what's going on. I mean, I'm looking. To me, this is normal, everyday life. This is normal. Why? Because we make this normal. We as a society makes this normal. Then we want to complain about it. Oh, this ain't normal, but why don't you do something about it? Well, you know why? Because as soon as you try to do something about it, the NRA and everybody else who believes in the Second Amendment, trust me, I do believe in the Second Amendment. I do. But I don't think children under the age of 18 should be having a rifle. That's my personal opinion. Handgun, rifle, not true. If you want to go hunting with your family and friends, you have a hunting rifle, that's one thing. But come on. Now, one thing that was funny is that I was scrolling Instagram this morning, and one of the personalities I follow, she's in one of my favorite groups, and she's mentioning this. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, she lives in Germany. So I'm thinking, is this a worldwide thing? I mean, and the funny thing was is that last night when I was looking on my internet, Microsoft Edge, it was listed as one of the top stories. I was like, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like, whoa. Everybody has an opinion about this. Everybody has an opinion. Oh, this shouldn't happen. Oh, it's this and oh, it's that. But the problem is, we said, well, why don't we limit guns? No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Come on now. You got to realize something's going on here. I'm not saying ban all guns. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should not have a gun. If you have a gun, that's great. Are you responsible? That's fine. But here's the question: what happens if you snap? Who knows why this kid did what he did? Who knows? Was he bullied? Did his girlfriend break up with him? His girlfriend did something to him? I don't know. See, that's the problem. What makes a kid just there's a reason for it, and but it happens. Kind of reminds me of the Columbine incident years ago. And they was like saying they was trying to figure out why these two kids shoot up this high school. I don't understand. You know what? It must be the music. The same music. They listen to the same music I do, industrial, heavy metal kind of stuff. So if that's the case, then how come I'm not shooting up my college? No, it got to be something. Oh, it must be the violent video games. I'm playing Quake and Doom, first person shooters and stuff like that, which they were doing. No, the problem is something here. It's not a video game. It's not the music. It's not the movies. It's not the TV. It's not this. It's in here. And the funny thing is, I wanted to do this yesterday, but I just didn't feel like I had to. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. I mean, first it was years ago it was Columbine, 20 some years ago, Sandy Hook. Some people say, "Oh, that stuff is a hoax." So some gunman was into a high school and started shooting up the place. That must be a big ass hoax. I don't understand that. But anyway, it must be a plot. It must be a plot. That's right. It's a plot. Who knows? I mean, the problem is, in my opinion, I mean, tell you the truth, and I understand it. I remember years ago, I was kind of dating this one woman, but the problem was she was dating me, but she was dating me just for certain things, but she had a love interest. When I found out about it, I basically burned that. I'm like, I burned that. Then what I remember, I told her to get away from me. She wanted my help on something. She always wanted help on something. I'm like, no, go to that dude. Well, can you help me move? I'm like, fuck no. I ain't helping you move. But I need someone to help me move. I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you. No. You're not gonna come to me talking about how much you love me and you love me, you wish you could be with me and all this other shit. And you doing the same thing to this some other dude. The thing is that other dude got your heart. You know. And I was mad. And then I remember the guy picked up the phone. You can't talk to her like I said. I told the dude to shut the fuck up. You're calling me on my damn phone. You shut the fuck up. So he hangs up. So I called the shit back. I'm like, no, you don't fucking. You want to talk about I can't do it? Then what happened? She come. You can't talk to him. I said, hey, you called me and I told you to fuck off. Don't make me come into your house. I'm like, go ahead, come to my house. I don't care how crazy you are. You come to my house. Go ahead. You still ain't gonna be moving. If you come to my house, you ain't gonna be moving tomorrow. And I was so mad that I wanted to, when they was moving, when was trying to move her stuff, I wanted to go to where they were and start some shit. That was my mindset. That was my mindset. Now, imagine if I had a gun. Imagine if I owned a gun. I'd have been carrying that gun all the way down there to start some shit. Because that mindset. And the problem was that my friend, he was like, dude, why the fuck are you doing all this shit for? You're not going to throw away your whole life for this shit. You're throwing away your whole life away. Dude, come to my house and hang out and we'll drink. His house is over an hour and a half away. But I'm like, nah, about an hour away. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. He said, whatever you do, don't go there, man. Do not go there. And the fun thing is that after a while, I calmed down a bit. And I thought to myself, that would be kind of dumb as fuck for me to go down there and start some shit. Because you know what would have happened? My ass would have been in jail. My ass would have been fucked up. I could have lost my job and everything else over what? Because I lost my head? And I'm thinking that kid who did that lost his head, and now guess what? He lost his whole life. Not only did he kill 4 people, he has to live with that, but his whole life is now jacked up. Jacked up from the floor up. And the thing is that, I understand that people, when you get mad, you lose your head and you can't think. But you got to stop yourself from doing something stupid. You got to. And if that kid would have reached out to someone and someone would have said, hey man, calm your shit down. Don't do this. Maybe 4 kids would be alive. Maybe his life wouldn't have been ruined. Maybe. But, that's the way how it is, I guess. I guess that's the way how the world is these days. I mean, think about this. If cooler heads would have prevailed, that Kyle Rittenhouse kid probably wouldn't have killed these people. If he was thinking properly. I understand the viewpoint. Now, true, I know I talked about this, but think about this. Imagine him saying, you know what? Imagine his mom said, dude, you're 17 years old. You stay your ass at home. I don't want you out there. And if she would have made him stay his ass at home, that probably would never happen to that kid. Or if he would have came down there and someone said, dude, you're kind of young. How old are you? You know, and they were if they would question. I say no, have him with have him somebody tag with that guy instead of him walking by himself. That probably would never happen as well. Maybe, but you got to think about it. Yeah, he got off self defense, but still, with without that cool head, he put himself in a situation that forced his mood. But like this kid right here, he lost his head, and when you lose your head, you don't know what kind of shit will happen. You don't know. That's why you got to keep your head clear. I know there was lots of times where somebody disrespected me, and I feel like jumping out and put my fist through their face and shit like that. But then again, I looked up and was like, dude, am I willing to risk losing what I got just for a minor something like this? Is that really worth it? I luckily decided, luckily since I'm here, you know what? I didn't do anything. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I wanted to get it off my chest. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. Have a better one. And hopefully, the next video I do will be a little bit more like happier. Okay. With that being said, thanks very much.